What's up, y'all? Straw Master Lee.
And Lola.
All right, Ludette. Today we're checking out what I think was the best Captain America fight scene, at least up until that point.
Okay.
Right? Because we had a whole bunch of different fight scenes across a whole bunch of different MCU movies. But the minute this fight happened, I was like, damn, they nailed this shit. Can you guess which one I'm thinking about?
I have something in mind with Iron Man.
Let's see. This was my favorite, at least.
Okay.
Curious to see what you remember of this, because it was a long time ago since we saw this.
Right. Is there something coming while we're reacting on the...
No, I just feel nostalgic going back and rewatching these things. I have to say, like, I very rarely ever rewatch movies, but the MCU is a fun one to go back and rewatch now because, you know, they kind of stack the story on things that happened before. Little details from before makes you go remember, like, oh, all right, like, that's why it's so much fun. So let's check it out. By the way, want to hear some wicked, wild stories about Vegas? You can check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show.
Ooh, Vegas showgirl right there.
Insight's launching in 16 hours. We're cutting it a little bit close here.
I know. We'll use them to bypass the DNA scans and access to helicarriers directly.
What?
What?
Are you crazy?
Crazy.
That's a terrible, terrible idea.
Terrible. Oh my god. I forgot that's how he died. I was like, was that quick? Yeah, boy, finally! A face-off. God, they made Winter Soldier such a badass in this movie. This whole sequence is just awesome.
Good lord!
Hang on!
Hang on! What? You gotta be shitting me! It's tough being a friend of Captain America. Oh god!
Oh my god!
That mofo should have been dead. Oh, that was kind of close.
Oh my goodness!
How was he able to dodge all those bullets? That was always so cool. Just like, smooth. Tarzan, no Gene. Headshot. Oh, she missed just by, almost took him out. He's dropping his balls for her.
I make an LZ 2300 block of Virginia Avenue. Rendezvous 2 minutes.
Ooh, nice. She loves this movie.
Yeah.
Ooh. Why did she give those to like everybody to use? That's what can like stop them. Like, I felt that. I felt that. No body armor. Yes! I love that. Oh, he could stop him doing that. Nice. Cut him in half. Oh. Oh, I love when he does that.
Whoa!
God, it's so visceral. Like, you genuinely believe that arm is like
Real.
bionic. I think that's why the fight scene is so good to me, is because this isn't like CGI. Well, that arm clearly is CGI, but it's not like two CGI characters fighting. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Fighting
weight to it.
scene.
Yeah, it feels like a real fighting scene, but elevated. Like, you genuinely believe, like, when they punch each other, it's more than a punch. Right? Like, this dude Buggy could literally rip his head off
You
with that
think
arm.
they like really punched themselves, like
Yes,
some part of it?
exactly what it is.
No, sometimes you know.
Exactly.
they're
They
like,
really punched because, you know, that's not $1 million face worth protecting.
Oh, it's a double. That's right.
Like, even just him pushing that power. God. Like that, like that detail. The knife play in this whole thing has always just been insane, right? It's a little flip of the knife, dropping it. And it's so good. And like, Marvel knows it's so good. They literally recreate it in other scenes in the future. Like, if you remember watching Taskmaster, when he's like, he memorized everyone's move, does the same move with the knife. And like, you know, if Taskmaster did it, it's almost like an instant replay of your best of hits.
Yeah, it requires problem solving. It does when you're fighting, don't you think?
Funny is, I knew this was coming, yet with the minute they see each other,
My best friend!
like, you're genuinely like shocked. Ralph. Oh! Man, I forgot how good that scene was. It just,
I forgot.
everything added up, so... Oh.
Right, I forgot about this scene. This is one of the best, yes.
The best.
Yeah.
The best.
And for me, it's Iron Man.
You know, that was a good scene, too. There were definitely some really
It's
great...
a very heavy,
I'm sure it's emotional scene.
emotional scene.
You know, I think by then, and that's true, because by the time this happened, right, this was relatively early on, and there wasn't a lot of backstory that kind of connected the two of, like, when Bucky died and then when this happened. I think that there was more scenes in between that show the turmoil that they had, the history that they had. So by the time they meet up, there's more emotional connection. But Iron Man versus Captain America, there's been several movies where you can start to see the conflict brewing.
Yeah.
When they were friends before, and then by the time it happens, you genuinely are emotionally, like, whether or not it was a good fight scene, you are emotionally affected by it. But that was a good scene too, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They had some really clever sequences, but man, this one here, there was at least 4 scenes in this where you're like, fuck, that was an awesome move, right? You can remember them, but the first time you felt these two fight, it was like, damn, that hurt.
Oof, I can feel it. You can't even sit on your chair. You're like,